Oh hi, welcome to Chapter 6, The Spirit, the Widows and Steve. And of course it's me, Dr. Luke, back here to tell you the story for this week. Every day, more and more people decided to follow the way of Jesus. They were all leaving their families and joining up as members of the big Jesus family. That was all well and good, but lots of people had stopped looking after the people in their families who needed help. Usually, any women were cared for by everyone else in the family if their husband died. That was just the way things worked. There weren't any other ways for them to get food or a place to stay. The 12 decided a meeting was needed. Look, they said when everyone was together, you can't leave people to go hungry. That's not right. But we can't just stop telling people about God either, to go and deliver packed lunches. So here's the plan. They told everyone to choose a team of 7 good and honest guys who were filled with the Holy Spirit. It would be their job to organise food for all those who needed it, while the apostles could carry on teaching and praying. Everyone seemed pretty happy with that idea, so 7 men with pretty awesome names were chosen. There was Steve, Phil, Prochorus, Nicanor, Tim, Parmenas and Nico. Once the team was sorted, the apostles prayed for them all and sent them off on their first lunch run. Meanwhile, more and more people kept choosing Jesus. Even some of the temple leaders realised that what they were hearing was true and started to believe. God really blessed Steve and used him to do amazing things, but still not everyone could handle what they were hearing and seeing. People from all over the place often argued with Steve. They wanted him to know they couldn't possibly agree with the things he was saying, but God made sure they didn't stop Steve. Somehow they could never win their arguments. So they decided the only way to get rid of Steve was to hatch a sneaky plan. They rounded up some of their mates and told them to go to the temple leaders and say that Steve was saying really awful things about God. Steve said God hates me. Steve's a liar. Steve said God smells bad. They snuck around following Steve, and then, when he wasn't looking, they jumped out, pounced on him and dragged him off by his hair to the temple. Ouch! They'd thought of everything. They'd even managed to find a few more people who would tell lies about Steve. He's always saying awful things about the temple. Yeah, that's right, he is. He says Jesus is going to tear it all down. He says the way we've always done things is all wrong, and only Jesus does it right. What does he know? He's so rude. They went on and on and on and on and on and on, making up one thing after another. But Steve was super chilled. When the temple leaders looked at him, they could see that he had a peaceful look on his face. In fact, his face looked kind of shiny, kind of different, kind of angel-like. Steve's face looked like an angel's face. Whoa! That's the end of Chapter 6, but don't worry, Steve's back next week, and I'll be back to tell you all about Chapter 7.